Before you make your straight dart sample, you make a little pattern piece for it. I've cut a piece of paper 8 inches by 8 inches. I'm going to draw a line across the top using the dots as a guide. Now we're going to draw a line down about halfway on this line. It's going to be 4 inches long. That's going to be the length of the dart. Make sure that it's at a right angle. And you'll see this is going to be the center of the dart, and this length is 4 inches. The width of the dart is going to be 1 inch. So either side of this will mark 1/2 inch, since we're splitting it evenly. And now I'm going to connect it back up with an angle. This is a basic straight dart. Usually you'll use them in garments to take out excess fabric, sometimes around the waist or around the bust. We mark a punch hole 1/2 inch up from the end. You don't want a punch hole at the end of the dart or you'll have a hole in it when you sew it. So we mark 1/2 inch up so that we can transfer that onto our fabric. So get a penny or a dime or something, circle it. We use red to circle the punch hole. That just makes it very clear on a pattern. Also, this would have a notch here and a notch here, because this would be the top seam of your garment. I'm going to add seam allowance. Notice that I'm not adding seam allowance here. What we'll do is we'll fold this and cut it, and that way there'll be a little triangle at the top. I've already done that on this one. So what you'll see is that I folded this, and then I cut along that top line, and then I put notches in the 2 top parts. And this is my punch hole, and my grain line is straight down using the dots. So once you've done this, you're going to go ahead and pin that to a piece of muslin, cut it out. Be sure to cut where your notches are and also mark your punch hole, and you'll be ready to sew your straight dart sample.